Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to the seventh episode of Conversations Between Glo and God. The title of this episode is Sacred Interactions Require Manifested Sacred Intentions. Let me say that again. Sacred interactions require manifested sacred intentions. And as I was going through this, it was even exchanging that word sacred to godly. So let me say that again. Godly interactions require manifested godly intentions. Let's get into it. Have you ever been driving down the road and before you even see a car, you can hear it coming? I don't mean the muffler, they need a new muffler or something like that. I mean the music is so loud that you can hear the music. You might be able to even feel the bass is so strong that your car starts vibrating with it. Have you ever had that? Sometimes when that happens, I'm like, oh, that's my jam. Let me turn my music or whatever it is down so I can hear that. Or let me try to find it on the radio. Or let me try to find it in my music library. Of course, I don't do that when I'm driving because you're not supposed to. But it's the kind of thing that when the interaction on the driveway is over, I take that music with me wherever I go and it makes me smile. Have you had that? I can't get this song out of my head. Have you ever had that? Okay. So I definitely have. But sometimes when you hear that music, that shaking of your car, sometimes you're like, can you turn that down? Not everybody wants to hear that, okay? Or can I just stop my car and can you stop your car and let me go over there and rip out your whole sound system? Because that thing is offensive, okay? Sometimes we are bombarded with noise, like driving and being bombarded with music. And sometimes in the world, we are bombarded with noise and things that hit us either over the accumulation and they're turning it up, or it starts out really loud. And sometimes we agree with that and it energizes us, and sometimes not. Whether we do or not, the thing is for us to look at the noise is one thing. The person who is making the noise is separate. Way back in the day when I was going through Leadership 101 training, one of the things, one of the principles was to be sure that you are separating the person from the behavior. So my background is human resources. So you have to separate the behavior from the person so that you are addressing the person about their behavior. But first, you have that person in mind. What are you intending to do? And this is why sacred intentions is so important. When we are working with thinking about even one another, what is your intention? Is your intention to rip a new pathway to that person's brain? Or is it to promote godly things? And I said, okay, so all that is good, but you know what? I feel like I'm on an overload right now. And even though I say I love everybody, sometimes there are things that people go on, and frankly, Beverly and Mays, I'm not trying to hear you right now. I'm not feeling. We are one. No, I'm nothing like them. And in my mind, I have a divide between me and that person, and a lot of judgment. It is not just that their behavior is wrong and ungodly, but I then go to the ungodly position that they are wrong and ungodly. That is what we have to be careful. And that's what this conversation with God was all about, being careful that I don't dismiss, that I don't love the person, even while I am dealing with their unlovable behavior. That I see the God in that person, even though they're doing ungodly things. Because if I don't, then I run the risk of being ungodly myself. Wait a minute. I run the risk of being ungodly myself. And whether I do those things or if I just think about it, the energy, minimally, the energy is ungodly. So I said, okay, I heard you, God, and I understand that everything that God asks us to do is because it's in our highest good. It's not just busy work. It is because it's in my highest good. And if it's in my highest good, it's in the highest good of everything and everyone else that exists. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That vibration, the butterfly effect and throwing things out and it comes back. And oh my goodness, all of that is real. The energy that I send out can manifest and double itself. So that when I feel it back, have you ever noticed when you're angry about something, even sometimes when you tell it to somebody, if you are in the midst of your anger, you feel even more angry. This is about acknowledging your feelings. Don't deny them, don't pretend. And then surround those feelings with God, with the energy of love, with the energy of compassion and kindness, with the energy of forgiveness, with the energy of, baby, I got you. You don't even need forgiveness. There was nothing to forgive. All of that, but from a godly sense, not saying that I never do anything wrong, but looking at there's nothing so bad that you can do that God won't love you. There is nothing you so bad you can do. So I said to God, okay, so how do I go about doing this, God? And God said, well, the first thing to do, there are three things that I want you to do, sweetie. And the first thing is this. You've said, and others have said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That's not what I'm telling you right now. What I'm saying is, do unto others as you would have me do unto you. What? Do unto others. Treat other people when they are right and when they are wrong, like you would want me to treat you when you are right and when you are wrong. This is God speaking now. I want y'all to know I had to think about that for a while because there are, basically I'm a good person and all this. There are some colossal things I have done that are messed up and out of the will of God. Sometimes God has told me to do stuff and I'm like, I'm not trying to hear you, God. Okay, I'm not doing that. You may be telling me to do this. I'm not doing it. I'm not feeling that right now. I'm not doing it. Yeah. And my grandmother used to say, until you come to yourself, until I align my thinking and my heart and my feelings with the mindset of God, then I am distancing my thoughts and my mindset from God. I can't be distanced from God. But that is what I allow to happen. So God is saying, wait a moment, first think about, baby, how would you want me to interact with you if you were that person? Never mind if you were that person. How do you want me to interact with you right now? Phew. Think about that for a while, because that could have been the last thing, okay? I didn't even need number two and three. Here was the second thing God said. Don't talk about people behind their backs in ways that are different than what you would say to them in their face. In other words, don't say something behind someone's back that you wouldn't say to their face. That is about, are you doing and saying things that are uplifting, that celebrates the person, even though they may miss the mark? My friend Calvin Bridges said to me one day, he said, sin is just missing the mark. That's what it is. And so when we miss the mark, how do I want people to talk about me? What do I want God saying about me and to me? And so I'm going to come back to that no matter in number two and number three. Come back to what would God do? What do I want God to do? And let that guide me. The third thing is being sure that I am aligning my intention. manifesting that. Most of us don't really have horrible, ungodly thoughts about other people, but it comes back to whatever you can say in your mind. I'm a good person. I'm an honoring person. Wherever that's coming from, where you are a legend in your own mind, where you see yourself through rose-colored glasses, you see yourself for your intention, then prove it. Then prove it. Align your behavior and your thoughts with the intention of manifesting for the other person what you would want God to manifest for you. That's the bottom line, y'all. Even though the title of this is Sacred Intentions, require manifest sacred the intentions. Sacred interactions, I'm sorry, sacred interactions require manifested sacred intentions. That's the title. The takeaway I have for you is treat other people the way you want God to treat you. And there you have it. See you next time. Bye-bye.